All right, range day.
There she is, man. Back at it with the XC. Man, before I forget, it's been sitting a while. Let's throw a bit of lube on it. What do you say? That barrel looks really dry, right? We're coming off shooting the Glock 19, and I'm going to compare a little bit. I didn't say that in the. I'll put the short up here that nobody saw. I got 30 views, 10 likes. That's actually the likes are way up, but the views are way down. 30 views. So yeah, that's that. We're going to go ahead and do some comp drills. We're going to compare the drills because I'm going to do the exact same drills as last week. If you didn't watch last week's episode, I encourage you to do so. There's some really good drills on there, especially when you're doing transition drills between the, your pistol, your primary and your secondary, which is your pistol. I was running the AR9, which is Glock mag compatible with the Glock 19.
And share.
In this episode, we're going to be running the XC, all right, with my LWRC A5. Now the XC here, I'll show you the LW. The XC's running a Leupold Delta Point Pro, okay, and it's got the Surefire X300 on here, okay. It's running good. I haven't made any changes to this. Don't really plan to anytime in the near future anyways. The LWRC, it is RC3 suppressed. It's got a SOCOM RC3 on there, Surefire. It's nice. It's not as quiet as some of the others. I mean, whoops. I don't know, man. It's good enough. It's going to last a long time. I love this suppressor cover that I got here. I'll put the link up of where I got this because I can't remember the manufacturer. They're very expensive, but they're very nice. It's running the, what is it, the 4X or 5X magnifier, the EOTech. It's got an aim point on there. I mean, it's just a good running gun, man. This has a single stage, but it's cold out. It is 6:53.
Skip ahead if I'm
talking too much, okay? 41 degrees out. So I can already tell loading up these magazines, what do I got in here, 5, that my fingers are cold. So we're going to start out obviously on paper, end up on steel. I'm going to preload as many mags as I can. Yeah, we're going to be having to engage the weapon light again, and I don't do that a lot. I just started doing it. Last week's weapon light was with the TLR8, which was very hard to engage with as small as those buttons are and where they're located. This one is a little bit easier. It's a larger light, and the buttons are nearest me, but it still slightly interrupts your grip for a second, and you gotta so it's gonna take a minute, but it is what it is. Train uncomfortably today, right? I say train comfortably, train uncomfortably, train to your surroundings, and it's dark out. So this is what we're doing. If you're in the dark, you best know how to engage your weapon light when you can. And man, I got a good bit of 2011 mags here, I gotta tell you, the Dura mags, that came with the Prodigy actually are great. I've had some folks say that they had issues with them, but I've got to be honest with you. I have not had any issues with the Dura mags to date. And I put a link in the description. You can go right down to the shooting if I'm talking too much. Skip ahead if I'm talking too much, okay? But yeah. So I also put a picture up of the ammo we're running. 50 rounds of Blazer, and I got about 50 rounds of Mag Dump. I'm sponsoring Mag Dump. I'm going to give him some of this ammo so you can keep making some of these fucked up videos so you guys can keep watching, all right? He's shooting an XC he bought. He doesn't have any ammo now, but anyways, like, subscribe, and share. 50 rounds of Fiocchi ball ammo for the secondary, and then for my LWRC, primary, we're going to be running this Range Dynamics, just 5.56. So yeah, with that said, let's just continue running these drills like I've been running. And, you know, the whole idea is that repetition and get you places. You have to do it over and over again. It's hard when you're running a gun channel. You got to show the same drills. But what makes it interesting is if you watch last week's drill with a different set of guns, and you see this week's drill, that's what's going to kind of make it interesting. I mean, this LWRC is a lot heavier. Both guns are heavier. You know, they're heavy. So it is what it is. I'm going to carry both of those. Let's get out there and let's do this bear drill. All right, 7 yards. Bear drill.
Not so great here. The second box, I get them all in though. Surprise. Glock wins.
Noticeable difference in recoil. Big difference coming off a Glock 19. It took me a second. You could see when I transitioned from the first square to the next, I settled in. I was like, oh, okay, we're at 5 yards now.
I didn't click the play button. I'll put a picture up.
Okay.
I don't know really who to give it to here, to be honest.
Definitely need to work on engaging the light. So, all right, 25-yard shot, magazine change, 15-yard shot, magazine change, 10-yard shot, magazine change.
Magic.
All right, and the last shot is a magazine change with a double tap at 7 yards.
I have a failure to feed here.
Failure to feed. All A-zone shots, so that's good. But I did have a failure to feed. Could be the magazine, I'll keep an eye on. Let's do the drill again.
Alright, this is last week with the Glock. Giving this one to the XC. The XC had all alphas.
Let's get heavy. Shoot some steel. 25-yard static. Tells me that looks pretty good.
Giving this one to the XC as well. Alright, this is last week with the Glock.
It's cold. Woo.
Surprise! Surprise!
Definitely having some surprise breaks right now with this gun. I got back to the trigger again. I got to get used to the light trigger. It's very. It wants to shoot fast, man, but I'm not ready.
Surprise!
surprise.
Alright, this is last week with the Glock. Despite several attempts trying with the XC, I could not get a clean drill. Glock wins.
That was clean. Very good, Jack.
I'd like to get another camera one day so I could put it up there in the woods. That's like about a 30-yard target.
Extract now.
I begin to have problems with failure to ejects.
Two extracts though. What's that?
Gas out the front.
Through the failure to extracts.
Gas out the front. Gas out the front. Gas out the front. But right here, I forget my safety's on. front. Gas out the front. Gas out the front. Make it work.
I took it in and brushed out the ejector, or the extractor. The ejector looks fine, it's not loose. I cleaned it up real quick and threw some oil on it, man. Some more oil.
I don't know if you notice or not, but that RC3 can sure is pushing the gas out the front. Gas out the front. Strip that mag. Out the front. Gas out the front. Gas out the front.
Ammo, man. I just figured it out. I thought a little bit of science. What's going on. And, you know, dummy me wants to buy a 4, how much was this thing? $4,000 or something, 25? I can't remember what it was. It's bad memories. I don't want to look at it. This oil, it's okay, but it's pretty slick, man. It's like, it's not thick at all, and it's gone. So I don't know about using that. I might try it out again if we're talking about oil with regards to this thing kind of short stroke, and I think it might be like where it's not going back enough to get the spent casing out. It's got a comp, and I'm running cheap ammo. Yeah, this Fiocchi, it's not bad ammo. It's just kind of, it probably lacks enough oomph to get that slide closed maybe, but I will say after I came in, I scrubbed it a little bit with the brush on the extractor there and the ejector and threw a bunch more oil on it, and I got through one drill. That was like 3-4 rounds, so it's not saying much, but at least I could get through a drill. So, yeah, I might want to throw some 124 grain in this when I shoot it. Let's shoot it next week, same ammo, because that's what I got. I'm the only one buying this stuff, so I'm buying the cheap stuff. So when I buy the cheap stuff, apparently, I might want to go grab a couple boxes of Blazer Brass this week, because I'm not going to go through that again with this. I think it likes the Blazer Brass a little better than we're going to find out. Yeah, the light prime or the surprise breaks. It happens with this until I'm coming off that Glock, which the Glock trigger wasn't bad. I got it down to about 3.5, between 3.5 and just a little under 4 pounds. But this is 2.5 pounds. It's a very light trigger, and I didn't do anything to this gun. So for it to fail like that, I'm a little concerned, but I really think it's ammo related with this comp. You guys let me know in the comments. I don't know. We'll find out. I'm going to shoot it more. And I need a lot more time behind this rifle, this LWRC. I need more time behind it. I got to learn how to use those, you know, what do you call them? Ambidextrous. You know, the ambidextrous bolt release. I forget it's there all the time. I never had those. It's nice to use it, but then I forget, man. And then, you know, I got to get my fingers upright. It's real tight. I got to smack the thing sometimes to get it to close. I just need more time behind it. And I haven't been shooting 223 because I'm trying to conserve ammo. Again, it's just tough, man, having a gun channel. So it just doesn't equal out. It really doesn't. So, yeah, it's really wanting to stack the rounds, you know, and I think it's going to be good I think I'm going to shoot a lot better next week. Coming off, I haven't shot it in like 6 months or something. But you'll see that static, man, there's 3 rounds like stacked right on top of each other. That was pretty good for 25 yards for me. The on the move, I got some all A zones. That was good on paper. But this really took the failure to eject really screwed me up, man. you know, I have to concentrate. And yeah, but you know, we welcome these opportunities to rack it, you know, get it out of there and keep going. That's what you got to do. I mean, so I really don't want to have problems with this. I'll send it back if I do. I think it's the ammo, but we'll find out. It does got a comp. It does, but it has a light. It might be too fast. I don't know. I think it's doing this here. It's not going back enough. There's not enough gas to get it to eject. I threw the oil on her, made it a lot more slick, and that helped. But if I want to shoot the cheap ammo with this gun, I'm going to have to like tolerate some things. So, all right, well, train comfortably, train uncomfortably, train to your surroundings, but whatever you do, you better train.